Welcome back. The recent data security breach of a federal government website here in Canada has raised alarms. And according to our next guest, the damage to our national security may never be discovered or fixed. For a look at why the hack happened in the first place, we're joined now by Wael Aghan. He's Chief Executive Officer of CloudMask. That's an Ottawa-based company, and he joins us indeed from Ottawa. Good morning, Mr. Aghan. Thank you for being with us. Your company issued a statement a couple of days ago on the subject of the breach at the National Research Council, the hacking into that website. You called it an embarrassment. You said the damage, the full damage may never be known, and that it is a wake-up call to people concerned about data security, particularly in the Canadian government. What lessons do you think need to be learned here?
Good morning, Paul, and thank you very much for having me here. It is very important to recognize that the world today full of opportunities with the cloud computing, with the increased capability of information technology, and really the move to what we call the information grid. With this big movement around the world, opportunities can always comes with risk, and as they said, opportunity and risk measured with the same yardstick. Saying that, because of the huge opportunity and the strong cloud computing today, this create what we call a very focused and very high value targets. That this high value targets is bringing state and organized crime sponsored attack that changing significantly our landscape and changing, honestly, the security paradigm that you used. Historically, we used a paradigm of building a wall around yourself. This today will never work, because if I need to use the information in an efficient way, I must connect. Then there is no way to build a wall around yourself. Of course you can, but you will be isolated and you cannot do anything with the information. You will not be competing, and government will not be doing anything. Then really what we need to think about is looking to the core of the reason of the attack. Any attackers look to the information itself. If we are continue to focus on the perimeters and building stronger perimeters, in the world that is my attacker is in most cases much stronger than me, because they are really sponsored states attacks and organized crime, we will fail. Then the paradigm that is we are talking about.
Why are governments not waking up to this? There was also a breach of the Canada Revenue Agency website earlier this year. Why? I think Canadians would expect their government to be at the leading edge of these issues. They can certainly draw upon resources in the private sector or in the public sector to do a better job of protecting Canadians' data. Why do you think governments are not as up to date on this as they should be?
That is extremely good question, Paul. I will just give you very simple example. You mentioned Revenue Canada and the attack that has happened a few months ago, which called the Heartbleed attack. Do you imagine that until today, 98% of the Global 2000 that have this problem, they haven't yet fixed the problem? The problem, the major problem in the security, everyone have a certain paradigm, is belief for years and years, that is, I will be stronger than my attacker. This is totally wrong, and this is not, we are not the only one is saying that. There are many reports, and actually US has been attacked, UK, everyone, because they are thinking in the same old way, I need to build stronger perimeters. It will never work. Your attacker today, much stronger than you. Attack like the one, for instance, eBay, 145 million car. The price per record these days on identity, for instance, is $1. Imagine that is, if I am a hacker and I attack you and I steal 1 million record, this is, I make $1 million. The price of the data in the market is very high. We cannot protect ourselves. We need to focus on the data, not just our perimeters. We are weaker than our attacker. That is the major problem. That is many organizations, large and small, and government and non-government, they are still thinking of the old paradigm.
Well,
All what we say, cloud mask, go ahead, Pedro.
we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us, Wael.
Okay, thank you.
That was Wael Aghan. He's Chief Executive Officer of CloudMask. It's a data security company based in Ottawa. It, by the way, has partnered with the likes of Amazon.com, Salesforce, and Entrust.